In the Jim Crow South, a black defendant who allegedly might have committed a violation, a transgression against somebody with lighter skin, aka white, was deemed to be guilty almost 100% of the time by a jury of his peers. This was not due process. This is something that we should all easily condemn and see as racism, as you were judging somebody purely on the merit or lack thereof, supposedly, of their skin color. Something that we should all be against. Now, let's fast forward to today. Jussie Smollett, who manufactured his own hate hoax crime, and granted he had to because the supply of racism in the United States is far outstripped by the demand on the left. So in order, in his mind, to be a victim, which of course gets your star to rise and gets you notoriety on the left-hand side of the aisle, he manufactured and concocted his own. I no longer have to say allegedly because he was found guilty as sin by a jury of his peers. A fair and just verdict given the massive amount of evidence against him. However, you know who was out defending him? Good old Black Lives Matter. Here, this fair organization that wants to remedy our racial injustices of the past stands behind a man who is guilty. Stand behind your criminal, as they say. Melina Abdullah, the founder of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, issued the following statement. The Smollett trial was a white supremacist charade that is forcing Jussie to face judges and juries operating in a system that is designed to oppress us. Once again, the key word us. This is tribal. While continuing to face a corrupt and violent police department which has proven time and time again to have no respect for our lives. In our commitment to abolition, as if there is still slavery today, as if the United States didn't go out of its way and fight a civil war over it, with a good percentage of the adult male population lost to the war in the year 1865. We can never believe the police, especially the Chicago Police Department, over Jussie Smollett, a black man who has been courageously present, visible, and vocal in the struggle for black freedom. So, despite the mountain of evidence, despite the fact that he was justly found guilty and that we all know that he was lying and the inconsistency of his stories, like the jury of whites in the Jim Crow South, you, Melina Abdullah, and Black Lives Matter are going to overlook the pertinent facts of the case because you're tribal, because Black Lives Matter only cares about the color of one's skin. This is racist. This is tribal. This does not serve America going forward. I bring this up so that those of you who have friends who still support Black Lives Matter, who still believe in the cause, can see the malfeasance of this organization, the lies that they perpetrate, and the blatant racism and hostility that they have towards our country. This organization has the right to exist. This is America. This is free speech protected by our grand First Amendment. It is also speech that I disagree with, and thus I must point out the fallacies that are involved in these statements and the malignant and narcissistic place wherefrom it originates. This is about power. Do you want these people to gain power? Do you want to donate to a cause that supports a criminal found guilty, given a set of facts that almost everybody in America and these 12 jurors will agree upon? I think not. So my encouragement to you is to send out this video, to send out other videos like it, so that we can disarm this organization from the social justice narrative and the credibility that it still has with such people. One can only point out the malignancy of their arguments, their blatant racism and hostility that they continue to have and to perpetrate. I do not want a return to the Jim Crow South where people were judged based on the color of their skin. I wish that we could move towards Martin Luther King's dream, where he said, "Judge me not by the color of my skin, but by the content of my character." It's simple. Very simple. I don't care what color of skin you are. You come to me, you're Jussie Smollett, I think you're a bad person. You come to me, you're Kyle Rittenhouse who defended yourself, I will side with you because it's not about skin color, it's about what you actually did. So yes, Jussie Smollett, way worse than Kyle Rittenhouse, a worse human being by far. So Black Lives Matter, you're frauds. You are a malignant force in this nation, and the purpose here is merely to expose you. Share this video, thumb it up, subscribe to the channel, hit the all notification bell, and feel free to join me on Rumble or Odyssey, YouTube, Censorious. Peace, have a fantastic day.